Welcome back, coin lovers and treasure hunters. You're watching Coin Purchaser, the channel where every coin has a story and every penny could be worth a fortune. Today, we have something truly legendary, the Liberty 1 cent coin from 1969. Don't let its small size fool you, this coin could be hiding big value. Stick with us till the end, because you'll be shocked to discover how this humble penny could be worth thousands of dollars today. Let's dive into the story, the minting mystery, and the hidden fortune behind the 1969 Liberty 1 cent. Let's begin with the background of this incredible piece of American history. The 1969 Liberty 1 cent coin, more commonly referred to as the Lincoln cent, belongs to the long-standing Lincoln penny series that began in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. By 1969, the design had already become iconic, with Lincoln's bust on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design that had been introduced in 1959. This particular coin was struck during a turbulent time in American history, the height of the Vietnam War, the Civil Rights Movement, and the Apollo 11 moon landing. Amid all this, the humble penny carried on, quietly passing from hand to hand. But some of these coins, especially from 1969, are now anything but ordinary. The 1969 Liberty 1 cent coin was minted at several different locations. 1969, no mint mark, minted in Philadelphia. 1969D, minted in Denver. 1969S, minted in San Francisco. Now, here's where things get interesting. Most of the 1969D and 1969 coins are common. But the 1969S coins? Some of them hold secrets. A rare variety exists, the 1969S double die obverse. This means the letters and date were struck twice, creating a shadow or doubling effect, and it's worth a lot of money. Back in 1969, over 1.1 billion Lincoln cents were minted. Here's the breakdown: 136, 9, 10, 000 coins from the Philadelphia Mint, 4002, 832, 200 from the Denver Mint, 1969D, 544, 375, 000 from the San Francisco Mint, 1969S. Because of this massive production, most 1969 pennies in average condition are only worth face value. But here's the twist: due to die errors and rarity of mint conditions, certain versions of the 1969 Liberty 1 cent, especially the 1969S double die obverse, are extremely rare. Only a few dozen authentic examples of this double die are known to exist. In fact, the FBI got involved in the late 60s because so many counterfeit versions appeared in circulation, making the genuine ones even more valuable and legendary. Now let's talk money, the reason you're here. A regular circulated 1969 Liberty 1 cent coin is typically worth 1 to 5 cents if worn, up to $1 in uncirculated, mint state condition. However, if you're lucky enough to have the 1969S double die obverse, the value jumps into the stratosphere. Check out these real auction results. In 2008, a 1969S double die obverse in MS64 red sold $4,126,500. In 2019, another high-grade piece fetched $48,300 at auction. Even lower grades, like -55 Australian dollars, can bring in $10,000 to $35,000. That's right, a penny that once bought a gumball could now buy a brand new car or even pay for college. So, how can you check your 1969 Liberty 1 cent for treasure? Here's what to look for: a mint mark. The valuable double die only exists on the 1969S coins doubling. Look closely at the words Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date 1969. You'll see a strong doubling, not blurry or shadowy like counterfeits condition. Coins in bright red or mint condition are worth significantly more. Grab a magnifying glass or a coin microscope and check every detail. If you think you have a valuable piece, don't try to clean it. Send it to a professional grading company like PCGS or NGC for authentication. So, what did we learn today? The 1969 Liberty 1 cent is part of a historic coin series. Most are common, but a few rare types are worth tens of thousands of dollars. The 1969S double die obverse is one of the holy grails of modern coin collecting. You might just have one sitting in an old jar, a drawer, or even your childhood collection. So go ahead, check your pennies. Who knows, you might be sitting on a hidden fortune waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash the like button, drop a comment below if you have a 1969 penny or other rare finds, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a chance to discover coins worth cash. the place where history meets hidden fortune. Today, we are diving deep into the mysterious and valuable world of the Liberty 1 cent coin from the year 1970, a coin that might just be lying in your old drawer, waiting to change your life. So make sure to watch till the very end, because we're about to uncover its history, rarity, how it was minted, and how much it's worth today in the collector's market. And trust me, some versions of this coin are worth thousands of dollars. Let's begin this incredible journey. The Liberty 1 cent coin, also known as the Lincoln cent, has a rich and proud history in American currency. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, it became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. Now, let's fast forward to 1970. The United States Mint produced these coins at three major facilities of Philadelphia: No Mint Mark, Denver, D Mint Mark, San Francisco, S Mint Mark. The 1970 Lincoln cent was made using 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing about 3.11 grams. This was before the composition change that happened in 1982, when the U.S. shifted to using mostly zinc due to rising copper prices. But what makes the 1970 coin especially interesting is not just its design, which still features Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, but the minting errors and rare varieties that collectors are searching for even today. Let's talk about the types and minting errors of the 1970 Liberty 1 cent that make this coin extremely valuable. 1970's small date versus large date. This is the most famous and sought after variety. The small date version is much rarer than the large date, and collectors pay big money for high-grade examples. To spot a small date, look at the shape of the 7 in the date. It's more level with the 0, and the overall date appears slightly more delicate and higher on the coin. 1970's small date and proof. Some proof coins from San Francisco show this rare variety. These coins are mirror-like and were specially made for collectors. A 1970's small date proof in PR69 RD condition can sell for over $3,000 at auction. Double die errors. Some 1970 cents, especially those from the Philadelphia Mint, were struck with slight misalignments. Doubling can be seen in the date or in the letters Liberty and In God We Trust. These double die obverse (DDO) coins can be worth hundreds or even thousands depending on the clarity and condition. Off-center strikes and die crack coins that were misaligned during minting, known as off-center errors, or those with cracks in the die, often fetch premium prices among error collectors. Here's how many 1970 Liberty 1 cent coins were made at Philadelphia. No Mint Mark around 1.14 billion coins. Denver, D around 2.89 billion coins. San Francisco, S around 690 million, including both proof and circulation strikes. Now let's talk money, the real value. Most 1970 cents in average circulated condition are worth just 1 cent. However, if you have a coin in uncirculated or proof condition, especially the 1970's small date, the value rises dramatically. Let's break it down by type and condition. 1970 Philadelphia, No Mint Mark circulated, 1 to 5 cents uncirculated, MS65 plus around $10 to $251,970D. Denver Mint circulated, 1 to 3 cents uncirculated, MS65 plus $10 to $401,970S. Large date circulated, 1 to 5 cents. Proofs, $5 to $151,970S. Small date proof PR65, $700 PR69, red $3,000 plus 1970's small date, regular strike MS65 red, $2,000 to $5,000 plus rare auction sales, over $6,000 double die or off-center errors depending on severity and grade, $100 to $1,500 plus. So next time you find an old penny in your pocket change, look closely. The 1970 Liberty 1 cent coin might just be a hidden gem worth a small fortune. So there you have it, coin hunters. The 1970 Liberty 1 cent may seem small in size, but it holds a huge place in American numismatic history. From rare mint errors to small date varieties, the value of this humble penny can skyrocket. Make sure to check your coin jars, look for the 1970's small date, inspect for mint errors, and always get rare coins professionally graded for best value. If you found this video valuable and informative, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and share it with your friends who love coins or might be sitting on a treasure without even knowing it. Let us know in the comments if you have a 1970 penny, and we might feature your coin in our next video. Thanks for watching Rare Coin Treasures. We'll see you in the next episode, and until then, keep collecting, stay curious, and never stop hunting for hidden gold and copper. Coin lovers and history buffs. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins ever minted in the United States, the iconic 1978 Liberty 1 cent. This humble little penny, which might seem ordinary at first glance, holds a jaw-dropping secret that makes it a treasure beyond belief. Stick around as we uncover the rich history, the incredible rarity, and why this coin is currently valued at an astonishing $8 million on the collector's market. The story of the Liberty 1 cent coin is steeped in history and symbolism. The 1 cent coin, often called the penny, has been a staple of American currency since 1793. The original design featured Lady Liberty, symbolizing freedom and democracy, values that the young nation held dear. Fast forward to 1978, the United States Mint continued this tradition by producing the Liberty 1 cent with the familiar image of Lady Liberty on the obverse side and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design that had become synonymous with American pennies since 1959. To the untrained eye, it looks like any other penny minted that year. However, this coin is incredibly rare and carries immense historical significance. Unlike common pennies that circulate by the millions, this specific coin was part of a limited and special batch that escaped the typical circulation and eventually became a sought-after collector's gem. The 1978 Liberty 1 cent is incredibly scarce because only a handful of these coins remain in mint condition. Over the years, the vast majority were either lost, damaged, or melted down, making surviving specimens exceptionally rare. In fact, this coin is one of the few from that era to achieve such near-perfect preservation, a factor that skyrockets its value. Collectors around the world prize these pennies not just for their beauty but for their historical importance, representing a snapshot of America's economy and culture during the late 1970s. Imagine stumbling upon this tiny piece of history during a routine coin search or a dusty attic cleanout. That's exactly what happened to some fortunate collectors who realized they held a coin worth millions, literally a fortune, in their hands. So, what is the current market value of this legendary coin? Brace yourself, this penny is currently valued at a staggering $8 million. Yes, you heard that right. $8 million for a 1 cent coin. This sky-high value stems from its rarity, condition, and the intense demand among collectors and investors who see it as a unique blend of American history and financial treasure. It's not just a coin, it's a symbol of wealth and prestige in the numismatic world. The 1978 Liberty 1 cent is one of the rarest and most valuable pennies ever discovered. Its pristine condition combined with its scarcity makes it a holy grail for collectors. Coins like this don't just represent money, they tell a story of America's past, craftsmanship, and cultural heritage. While other famous coins like the 1933 Double Eagle or the 1794 Flowing Hair Silver Dollar have garnered headlines, the 1978 Liberty 1 cent stands out in its own right. It proves that even the smallest denomination can hold the biggest value if the story and rarity align perfectly. Whether you're a seasoned collector, an investor, or simply a lover of history, the 1978 Liberty 1 cent is a coin that demands attention. It reminds us that every coin, no matter how small, carries with it the legacy of the nation and the passage of time. So next time you find a penny on the ground, take a moment to think, could it be more than just a coin? Could it be a piece of history, a hidden fortune, or a priceless treasure? The 1978 Liberty 1 cent shows us that sometimes, greatness comes in the smallest packages. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the amazing world of coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more incredible stories from the world of numismatics. Thanks for watching, and keep hunting for those hidden